straight from the underground. A young nigga got it bad cause I'm brown.
Welcome to the third annual Shed Talks. I am your host, Zen-Master Fletch, and with me as always is my co-host, Jose.
Mando!
With us is our guest star,
Sensei
Jerone, Joey Prime, Santiago. Okay, that's a good one. I like that. And Jose's girlfriend, Heather.
Yeah, she in it. Say hi.
Hi.
What was that? what the heck was that? Alright.
I think this is a good
But yeah, I like how you said it's the third one, when last time I said welcome to the fifth one.
Yeah, and then it wasn't even the fifth one either.
Yeah, like you said in the last one, we're chronologically challenged. Mm-hmm. That's us right now. But yeah, we're back.
We don't know where we are or when we are.
We're just here in time and space.
We just we are.
We are who we are. Y'all, that shit bangs, bro. I don't even care what y'all say. That was a fire milkshake. Anyway, so welcome to the Trap Shack. Thanks for tuning in. If you guys are tuning in, shout out to our Scandinavian listeners, if we have any. I don't know if we do. But yeah.
There's one, bro. I can feel
I'm saying, bro, I got you.
What is this?
Why are you singling out Scandinavia?
Because you're just the biggest supporter, bro.
What if people in like Finland be like, what the fuck?
I got nothing wrong with Finland.
They support us too.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I
take
like
all the love.
I'm saying there ain't no Trump in this bitch.
Scandinavia. Is that like Sweden and?
I don't even know what Scandinavia.
Yeah, Finland, Denmark, Sweden. I think.
I've been to Sweden and Denmark actually.
Yeah.
How was it, bro?
It was cool. I went when I was like 14, 15.
Damn.
I went for a soccer tournament actually.
Did you win?
No.
Them Swedens are good, huh?
Well, like it was a lot of different
Swedes.
teams from around the world. It was actually the biggest tournament in the world.
Damn.
For youth, I'm assuming?
For like everything.
Really, nigga?
Damn. Even bigger than the World Cup?
Well, yeah, because there's more teams.
Oh, okay.
Because the World Cup, they have to a certain amount qualify. But it was cool, bro. We slept at a school, like in a classroom, like on the floor. We brought our sleeping bags.
Damn.
But each floor had different people from different countries.
Damn.
Like we had Canadians, like across. We had some dudes from Morocco underneath us.
Really?
It was cool, bro.
Damn, bro. See, it sounds like you were in New York.
Kind of.
Hey, I'm walking.
European New York.
Yeah. That's crazy, though. No, but, yeah, no. You know, we're just kind of chilling. We want to bring you the news, the good news today.
We have news?
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
We always got news, man. We
Not
always
all
got
the time.
Not all the time, but...
Lame as fuck.
But no, hey, let's introduce our new guest. I mean, we're introduced him, but Sensei Jerone, first time you've been on this podcast. How you feeling, bro?
Feeling pretty good, man. My lips still burning from the hot chicken I had just
Oh, yeah. But for our audience, we just had Devil's Paradise chicken wings over at the D spot.
Look them up.
Self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Devil's Paradise.
Yeah.
Shit was...
Hey, let's just.
It was like Devil's asshole.
That's
been
nasty.
warned.
Honestly, wherever you at, I hope you're doing good, bro.
Probably out somewhere drunk.
I'm drunk.
Honestly, bro. That's what. That's what I'm putting right there.
What did he tell you actually when you called me?
He said link up later.
See,
He's got to work.
See, he's drunk.
He's always drunk.
I'm saying, bro, isn't he not? You can't even expose him like that, though. Is he not supposed to be drinking right now?
Oh, man.
It's funny, bro.
We're incriminating him even when he's not here.
Honestly, bro. Is that dude, bro? Last time he was.
Want you to win.
He
Don't
doesn't.
blank out his name.
What was that? Last time he was talking about how he got pulled over by a cop. He was drunk in Newport, and how he was like searching through his car for weed, and he was like, "Dude, I'm over here on the side, drunk. I'm drunk," and I was dying, bro. Hey, that brings me to a good topic, bro. What's the worst?
Drunk driving?
Huh?
Is that the topic, drunk driving?
Oh gosh,
No.
We did that last time, bro. We did.
We did talk.
Yeah, we
about
did talk about drunk driving.
Damn.
But no, I was thinking like, what's your worst interaction with the law? Let's start. Someone grab yeah, that's what I did.
I was in the back of a cop car once because I was young too. I was like 15, 14, or 16. One of those. And it was my friend's birthday. And we were smoking a lot of weed.
You already know.
How it goes, bro.
And so, like, we were smoking the whole day, and there's a certain spot we were always smoking at, and we had just picked up my other friend, who it was his birthday too. So then we started rolling up, and this cop lights flash on us.
Isn't that the scary? Wait, hold up. Isn't that the scariest thing though? Where you just see them red, blue light, you're like, oh.
We're just like, fuck. And then it's in the middle of winter. He tries throwing the weed out, and it's just all in the snow, scattered. And he comes and he talks to us, and it was just like, I don't really remember it because I was super gone and I was really drunk too.
You were twisted, bro.
We were keeping all of the roaches too in a little container, and I swear, bro, it was like full because we were trying to keep them all.
Which one?
And then, yeah, bro, those hit. Those hit. Even just a roach in general just hits. And then he was talking to us, tells us to get off, puts us in the cop car. And, like, we're young, too, so I'm scared. Well, actually, I'm not even scared. I don't even, like, it hasn't even hit me that I'm...
Yeah.
But I'm just kind of in there, like, fuck. And then my friend, who was sober, he was, like, crying. He's like, it's my birthday. And, like, they took our weed, we dumped most of it, and there was a bunch of beer cans in the back. And then he comes, they're both in there. And we're all three of us are in the back, just kind of stressing. And he comes back, and he's just like, all right, whose heroin is in the back?
What?
And we're just all like, what the fuck? Like, whose heroin is that? And then we didn't say anything. We were just freaking out, like, we don't have heroin, sir. And then he was like, all right. No, I was just messing with you guys. You guys can go.
Oh, bro!
But it was crazy,
what a dick.
That's a trap.
He was trying to get us, bro. That's what kind of pisses me off. He was trying to...
Hell no. But who would admit to that? Who would admit, like, bro, that's my heroin? Like,
Right.
If you were the cop, what would he be like? Be like, oh, I'm just kidding.
And you're like, oh man, I'm sorry, man. I do got hair on my car. Well, damn. I thought it was a joke at first, but now.
Now I got arrested.
Actually, I got a worse one, but that's your story.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about, yeah. All right, let's go to Primetime Joey over here.
Damn. I got a few bad stories, actually, but...
Pick one, bro.
Alright, this one was after a football game. I used to play semi-pro football.
Ooh.
Tri-City North Stars, look us up.
Shout out.
We're champions for this year. This season, we're champions.
Hey, before you go on again, this guy's also the fastest dude at Woodbury High. Look him up.
My record is still there.
Mm-hmm.
But we were coming home from Bismarck, so it was about 4 a.m.
Oh, yeah, that's North Dakota, right?
Yeah. And we saw one of our friends on the side of the road, so I went to go pick him up. Little did we know, he just finished talking to the cops, because apparently he was walking through an apartment smelling like weed. So we picked him up. I'm driving back into my house. It's like an alley to get to my parking spot. I'm just pulling into my parking spot, and I see cops flash a light right into my future. It's crazy. So instantly I'm like, fuck. I'm right at my house. I want to go inside. It's 3 a.m. I'm tired as shit. Scored 2 touchdowns. Hey, I did a good job. I ain't gonna lie. But he comes up to the window and obviously smells the weed. And he knows we're dealing with weed because we just picked up that guy. So he tells us to all get out the car right away. He didn't give us any chance to talk. And then he asked me, is there any weed in the car? I was like, no. Off jump, I'm saying no. I'm not going to incriminate myself. So we all said no. And then he said, I'm going to search your car. And I said, no, you do not have my consent. And we said this back and forth 4 or 5 times. And he's like, hold on. He walked to his car and he called another officer. Another officer pulled up. The same thing happened 4 or 5 times. I still said no. I do not want him searching my car. And I didn't even have that much tree on me. I only had like a few grams. Because we just smoked most of it on the way back. So...
Destroy the evidence.
Smoke the evidence.
We had roaches too in the car, so it was obvious we were smoking. So the same thing happened. He went and called another officer.
How many is it at this point?
All right, so there's 3 officers at this point,
Okay.
all right? And I was still not folding. I was still telling them no, right? And at this point, my roommate who was with me, he started screaming. He started yelling exactly what I was saying to the cops, all right? And this cop has dealt with him before. So this cop goes back into his car, calls the sheriff. The sheriff pulls up, and they ask me again, can we search your car? I say no. Sheriff's like, you don't have a choice. We smell the marijuana.
Did they have
it's
a warrant?
cigarettes. They said, we smell the marijuana, we're searching your car regardless. Told us to back up.
Do they have a warrant?
No.
What
No
bastards?
I'm saying, bro, right in front of my house. I'm just trying to go to sleep. It's 4 a.m. Alright, and my roommate, he was not folding either, so he started screaming again. And the first cop that came, he said, alright, I'm tired of your shit. That's what he said, I'm tired of your shit. You're going to jail. He grabbed him by the wrist, and he said no. My roommate started backing up. Instantly, the cop grabbed his shirt, started yanking him forward, ripping his shirt. And my roommate just kept backing up. This point, he takes like 8 to 10 steps back. The other 2 cops rush him and tackle him. 3 cops tackle this dude. Yes, bro, I have the video. No lie. One cop was wrapped around his legs, holding him down. The other one was on his back with like his elbow in his knee. And the other guy was literally had him in a chokehold, his head like this. I don't know why he was holding his head, but he was. 3 niggas to take.
I gotta get something, you know.
Yeah.
I gotta hold something.
He's a buck
These other guys
65. He
got
weighs
something
less
else.
than me, man. It took 3 cops to take him down. At that point, I was like, yeah, man, y'all do what you want. I'm trying to go to bed. So they let him go, actually. He didn't go to jail that night. But unfortunately, he is getting charged.
Oh,
But I did get away with just a simple citation.
of what?
Paraphernalia and weed. They found it in the trunk.
Damn.
In my backpack, in a beef jerky bag, in a tiny little plastic bag. I was trying to hide it.
All that hassle for just that.
Just that.
I swear, though. Sometimes they be folding so like much.
Well,
How are you, senpai?
Senpai.
Sensei.
Senpai Jerone.
you can be me.
Just for the record, he's much taller than he sounds.
Well, mine wasn't. I never got a citation or anything like that. Any bull crap. I almost did because I got caught with a few items on me. But it was with an old friend of mine. Haven't hung out with him for a minute. Y'all know him by the redhead with a lot of hair.
Oh, yeah. Hyperactive dude.
I'm saying.
Haven't seen him in a long time.
Yeah.
Off the wall, literally.
Off the wall. Well, we were in some random boony area, just driving and smoking. The car was fully hotboxed. Just driving reckless, had no care in the world. And we were driving, and out of nowhere we saw lights behind us. As normally just like, dang, well, maybe they're not us he's trying to pull over. But we're in the boonies, so it's dark and there's no other cars by us. So we're like, damn, it's definitely us type shit. So we pull over into this gas station. And then the car sits behind us for like 5 minutes with his lights on, sirens still on and everything. We're like, damn, well, when he's going to pull up?
It's intimidating, you guys.
Intimidating, straight. So he comes to the car, comes to his window. Car's hotboxed. We can't even, it's so hotboxed where we can't even turn the air on and get that. So he pulls down his window. The smoke just smacks off the car.
I bet the cop got high, bro.
Had to,
bro.
Contact straight up. Goes all up, and then he's sitting there talking to Adam. I'm not listening to word. Listen to word he's saying. I'm like, damn, well, he's going to have to handle it. He's going to have to handle it. I'm just sitting there, damn, well, hopefully this somehow doesn't link up with my mom or her knowing anything about this.
Out here in the boonies.
Out here in the boonies. I have no idea where we were at. We were just driving. And so he goes back to his car. He's at his car for like 10 minutes. And then comes back. He's like, well, we definitely know you guys have marijuana on you. Because it was hotbox. And it's still, as you speaking to us, the air was still flowing out the car. So then he goes back to his car because we tell him we're not giving him the consent to search. Then another cop car comes. Then the lady comes to my window, starts asking me, and then she tells me to get out. And then I get out, and then he gets out. And then before we get out, Adam reaches into his pocket. And
You said his name.
Damn, I just incriminated you. didn't I?
You good, bro?
Gotta get that up.
There we go. We can edit.
All right,
the
well, the
rest
man's
of
name is Adam. I said it like 3 times already. Well, he reaches in his pocket. He grabs out a scale. Honestly, wish he kept it there. At least tried to hide it before he got caught. But he digs in his pocket, gets out the car, gives it to him, then digs down on the left side of his car, grabs a fat knife. Definitely illegal to have the size of the knife.
Movie knife.
It's a huge knife. And then we just sit on the cop car's hood, and he's just talking to us. He's like, "Are you guys under the influence?" We're like, "Nope,
No shit.
Not at all.
not at all. I'm denying everything." And then he tells me to go to the car, separates both of us. I'm sitting in the car, just looking at all the stuff in the car. It was like one of the first times I actually got in a cop car. And it was like one of the big cop cars, and not like the small one. So I'm just like, dang, you got a nice computer in there and everything.
The whole set of.
But at the same time, I'm sitting here like, damn, well, am I going to jail? What? Just sitting there, just looking through the bars of the window, like, yo, what's gonna happen here? So I'm there for like 15 minutes. Cop comes to the car, gives me a little speech, and he just says, my friend's definitely under the influence, slurring with his words and everything. But he's like, you are a little bit more talkative than he was, and he's like, you guys shouldn't be doing this. This is nothing. Agreeing with everything he was saying, like, yes, I will never do this ever again. I'll never smoke marijuana. That's terrible. I will never do it again. It definitely put me in a bad shape. I definitely should never do this again. Agreeing with everything he was saying. And then he was telling us all the things we had and what we could have went to jail, what we could have had. Then after that, he's talking. I get out the car, get in the car. That's where Adam's at. He's sitting in the car. Pretty much, he let us off. He let me off, at least.
Yeah.
Because at the end, when we drove away, I was like, wait a second. He never rang my name. Or asked for an ID.
Damn.
What?
So I'm like, oh, well.
Crazy.
I'm like, oh, well, Adam, what did you get? He's like, oh, yeah, he gave me a few tickets.
Oh, you!
And I'm like, damn, Adam, man. Well, he ain't even asked me my name. And I'm thinking, I'm a black guy, so I'm like, in this situation, I'm surprised I ain't get nothing.
It's a little role reversal there.
God, that's so unfair!
Role reverse.
What's in disguise?
So,
Honestly.
then we just drive away, get home, and then I link with Adam and smoke some weed the next morning.
There we go. Because you never were going to do that ever again, right?
Yep.
Never gonna
Wouldn't
do it
have the
again.
audacity.
Oh, no. But after that, no citation, no nothing. Didn't even ask my name, never smoking weed again.
I'm saying. If they ain't ring my name, it probably could happen a second time and get away with it again. It was a fun night.
It was a fun night. Honestly though, every time you get pulled over, it always gets the adrenaline going. No matter what happens, after you get done with it, yeah, you're just like,
Legs tingling.
yeah.
Come back.
Especially if you survive and you're driving home instead of driving with a cop car.
And you know what was so cool about the drive home? We saved a blunt. So we smoked it on
Hit it up their ass.
Hey, you know what would be the funniest, most savage thing ever? As soon as they let you go, just spark it.
Yeah, we'll never do this again, officer. Click.
Waited like 5 minutes and then we sparked it, and then,
Over the hill of the boonies. Yep, we're good.
we got away with it. I got away with it. So I feel bad for him. Hope he pays them tickets.
I hope so.
It was a while ago, though, right?
It was a good while ago, but I don't know if he paid them.
I still gotta pay mine.
That's crazy. No, that's a good ass story. I heard that one. Is that when you guys went on that vacation to Wisconsin and all that?
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
That's a different story.
That was a different story.
Dang.
But that was fun. That was
Yeah.
fun. We were really reckless then because we had bought a house and we were smoking the whole way. Everywhere we went, we were smoking it. So if we got caught, we definitely would got some tickets. But luckily, God was on our side and didn't
Got on your side.
have the cops, pull us over and incriminate us.
That's
We were
crazy.
good.
How about you, Fletch?
Oh, shit. I don't know. No interaction with me and the police has ever been pleasant. So, it's hard to pick. Well, most of the times were with you.
What are you trying to say?
Oh,
It's
shit.
true, though. It's true.
Fuck. Well, once, like the school cop thought I did some vandalize the high school. I remember I told you about this.
What was his name? Officer.
I don't fucking remember.
Some shit. It was like Officer Happy or something.
Yeah, it's because I got in trouble at the end of the year and fucking got suspended the last couple weeks of my senior year.
He didn't go to the graduation, bro. They kicked him out of the graduation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hey, but you gotta tell him what you got caught up with,
shit.
though.
It was some dumb shit. I had an e-cig in school. Oh my god.
No. He's making it sound like he didn't do nothing. You know what this dude did? He was in the middle of the hallway, midday, hitting his e-cig in school.
Damn.
Middle of the most busiest hallway.
That wasn't even the time I got caught.
You reckless.
Give a fuck.
What do you mean? Yeah, you did.
No, it was on the way to fucking like gym class when we had to go to the YMCA. We would go from the school to the YMCA, and I was hitting my e-cig outside of the school, away from any of the school grounds. And my fucking gym teacher's like, "Oh, I saw you smoking." He said, "I'm like, yeah, so what?" She's like, so then at the end of the day,
he's 18 at this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Damn.
And so, yeah, I got suspended for 2 weeks, and the fucking police, they called in the fucking school police officer for me.
What?
For that.
That's whack.
They take your vape?
Yeah, they did.
What?
I even asked him, I'm like, oh, well, also here, it's a little more because once they actually brought me in, they searched my bag, and I had some paraphernalia in there. So that also
has something to do with
And a weapon.
Yeah.
And a weapon.
Oh yeah, and a knife.
You got a knife?
Yeah.
It wasn't all, damn.
Yeah.
It was different pockets.
Yeah, I asked for it back, and he said no.
He said
None
no.
of it. I didn't get any of it back. I got my knife, and I think I got my e-cig back.
Yeah.
But not the
No.
perfect.
I had the best freaking chillum too.
Yeah,
which
he did.
sucked that they took it away.
They don't
Yeah.
let you win.
And then after school got out, the freaking police officer came to my house. And was like, he's like, "Can I come in?" I'm like, "No, fuck no." And he's like, "Oh, someone vandalized the parking lot or some shit in the fucking school." And I'm like, "Oh, it's not me. It's too bad." He thought I did it.
You've been suspended. Why would you even go back?
Right? Why do I fucking care? It's bullshit.
2 week break. I'm saying.
And it was the last days of school too. That's the funny thing.
Looking for someone to blame, bro. Like, what?
Yep.
This dude wasn't there for the last 2 weeks of school. I was like, damn, bro.
Crazy.
Damn.
What did they put? What was the the vandalism?
Oh shit. The thing for like our school motto or something for that year was like, what is it? Make your mark or some stupid shit. So some guy wrote, "I made my mark."
In the parking lot, like in
lot.
spray paint.
And well, they told us to make a mark.
Yeah, right? Yeah. That's probably not even the worst time, but you know,
It's a story.
it's a story.
It is a story. The one time that I did shit my bricks.
You fucking sped past a cop.
Oh, that too. I totally forgot about that one. That's one too. I was thinking about the one that happened with my homie over here, Cesar. That was.
I thought you were gonna get locked
Dude,
up.
I did
bro.
too. Let me tell that one
Long
first.
time.
Let me tell that one because that one was some crazy stuff. Jerome even knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you picked this up.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So here's what happened. It was in my century days, you know, stay in school kids.
College.
So we were pulled up at this park. It's called Hidden Hollow. It's like one of these like.
It's not very hidden now.
Yeah, I guess not. But anyway, we were pulled up in this parking lot. I mean, it was broad daylight. It was like 12 noon. Kids are playing at this playground. There's like a playground and everything, right? But I'm usually go there at night, so it's not sketch, you know? You're like in the trees and stuff. But we were in broad dead daylight. I said it twice, bro. Dead light,
I mean,
bro.
it was a dead mission.
Yeah. So anyway, we were in the car smoking. I had me, Cesar, 2 other people. We're not gonna say the name. One of them I didn't really know much, but he was a sketchy dude. I'm not gonna lie. But so
Who
we
was
were,
it?
huh?
Who was it?
He was he's like
I
this.
thought he was gonna just say his name.
No, I
right away.
can't. I
I'm not
can't.
gonna say who it is. But, oh,
He
here.
went by D.
Yeah, he went by D. Like
By
legit,
D.
he went by D. He went by D. Anyway, So D and M, this guy, that's
DM.
DM. Yeah, these police slide in our DM. I swear. But so we were chilling, we were smoking, like, you know, like we're just chilling. Like I'm not carrying nothing, bro.
Yeah,
it's foggy. Yeah, we were just chilling. It was foggy, and next thing you know. I don't know how this cop came, like, creeped on us. He just knocked on the window, and it's an officer. I'm with the blunt. I was just passing it. I looked at him. I was like, whoa, bro. I looked at them. I'm like, bro, there's a cop at my window. And they're like, Cesar's like, what? And everyone was like, what? Everyone's freaking out. I'm like, dude, what should I do? I'm just going to roll down the window. And I rolled down. I was like, good evening, officer. How you doing? And he's like,
Want to hit?
He's like, hi, what are you guys doing? I was like, we're just Century College students. We came to this park to chill before class. We're just kind of relaxing, doing our thing. He's like, yeah? Well, why does it smell like weed in here? I was like, I had nothing. You know when you got nothing to say, you're just like, I don't know. And he's like, you know what? I need you all to step out of the. No, he's like, is this your vehicle? He goes through all this, like, yes sir, blah blah blah. He's like, I need you all to step out of the car. And I was like, oh fuck. So before I even go through, this guy's looking through my car. Before I even get into that, in my mind, I was like,
What'd you do with the blunt? When you knocked on the window, what'd you do with the blunt?
I don't know. Someone had it. I didn't have it.
I think someone just put it out.
Yeah, someone put it out. Someone put it out. Yeah, that's not even the worst part. So here's the worst part. In my mind, I'm like, dude, if it was just a blunt, I'm good. But under my seat, half an ounce. Cesar had wax on him and some grams of weed. The other guy, M, in the back, he had another couple, like 2 grams. D, bro.
D, don't even say yet, bro. We didn't even know how much he had.
Like, okay, yeah, no. So, you know, we're all just freaking out. I was like, oh, dude, we definitely got weed. Like, damn, we're going to get fucked, you know? So then he puts me in the cop car. He puts Cesar and M on the road, like on the curb, and he puts the other guy in a cop car. This is when it got crazy. It's legit.
Bro.
This is where it got crazy. Legit. I'm just sitting here looking out the window. They're going through our backpacks. They get to the D. They get to his backpack. Jar like this big, full of weed. 1, 2, 3, 4.
On the car, bro.
Yeah, 6 jars of weed. 6 jars full.
Is this?
My car.
How'd he get into your car without you noticing, bro?
It was in his backpack.
Yeah, it was in his backpack. I was like, dude, I did not know you had all that shit. I did not know. That's not even the worst thing. He pulls all that, right? All that. I'm like, dude, it can't get any worse than this. This dude opens up the front pocket, $1,000 in cash. In 20s. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna die. I'm legit not gonna see my family ever again, bro. I'm sitting in that cop car like, I'm gonna die. Like, I couldn't think of nothing else, bro. Couldn't think of nothing else. The only thing I could do, I remember this one video where it says, like, what do you do when you get detained by a police officer? I was like, make conversation with him. Try to make him laugh. So the whole time when he came in my car, I was trying to strike conversation with this dude. I was like, well, so what's gonna happen? You know, trying to give him that, like, sob story shit. Like, oh, come on, man. Like, I'm just, you know. And then I found out that he actually went to White Bear High School, and I was like, got his ass. So I was like, yeah, no, it says I just graduated from White Bear and stuff. He's like, oh yeah, I went to White Bear. He's like, what you do? I was like, yeah, I'm going on. I said something. I don't know what I said, but I said something. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty witty at times, like when I wanna be, like say like some funny shit.
Brag.
Sorry. But anyway, so I said something, and this guy, not a big laugh, just like a, you know, a little chuckle, and I was like, got him. And I was just like, yeah. So he leaves, and I'm just like, he comes back in, he's like, all right, here's what's gonna happen. You guys have definitely over 42 grams of weed. You guys could go to jail, but we're gonna let you off with a warning. But you're gonna get a citation for marijuana in your car, and you can't drive the car out of here. So I was like, okay, I'm fine. I don't care. So I get out of the car. I didn't notice how many police cars were there until I got out of the car. They brought 4 normal cars, and they were the big ones. I'm not talking about those skinny ones. 4 big cars, the sheriff, and there were still more coming.
And they all got there without any of you seeing them.
Yeah, no, because I was freaking out. Like, one car pulled up. First time when they knocked, it was 1 car. By the time I got out of the car, I saw how many police, like, legit, there was like 7 policemen just staring at this guy's bag. And I'm just like, dude, this is gonna be on fucking cops
They
or
were
something.
they were all deciding what to do.
Yeah.
Alright, let's call the sheriff. What should we do?
Yeah, honestly. Hey, to this day, I think the person that ratted us out was this mailman smoking a cigarette outside, bro.
Right by us, just parked by us. They're just smoking a cigarette.
Yeah. At that time, I was like, this is kind of sketch. That's the last time I didn't listen to my instincts. Because after that, I was like, I had some, like, kind of a weird vibe. I was like, no, we got to dip. Like, you know? But I didn't. I was like, fuck it. You know, nothing happens. Something happened. But that was definitely the worst experience. I thought I was going to jail that time.
Yeah,
Every time I think about it, I'm just, I still get the chills, bro. Because I was like,
But we both got the same ticket.
Yeah, we did.
And you had way more.
Yes,
than me.
bro. He got butt fucked, bro, that day.
I had like
2 grams.
2 grams. This dude has half. We have the same ticket.
What? Yeah.
Bro.
Damn.
Yeah. Hey, and actually, I actually got mine reduced to disorderly conduct or like some petty misdemeanor. Yeah, because dude, y'all know I'm not from this country. If I get that charge of marijuana, I'm going back to Mexico straight up. That's late. So I had to go fight
yet
that.
You still do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to court for that too.
Yeah, didn't you? Yeah, you told
I got
me.
it reduced to like 90, 80.
90, 80?
It was something like.
Yeah, it was like something dumb, right? It was just something dumb. It was like, but never again smoking in that spot.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
Damn.
I'd rather pay it than step in court.
I'm saying, bro. Hey, sorry we gotta cut this podcast short. Time is a value, and we gotta use it to the fullest. But thanks for joining us in. Hope you liked this podcast. Again, I'm just gonna run down. Thanks to Fletcher, Senpai, Sensei.
Zen-Master Fletch.
Okay, my bad.
Get it right, Jose.
Alright. Mando, you get it right.
Let him know.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Zen-Master Fletch. We got Sensei Jerone, Prime Time, Joey.
Prime.
Santiago
over here chilling. And even though she didn't say nothing, Heather over here, my girl.
Fuck 12.
She's
Yo, it's just a pillow over here. But yeah, hey, thanks you. Stay tuned for next week. Have a good one. Bye.